Shalom, Yahabashim Yahushai, Bashim, Rakakodash, Kohalayim, La Yahabashim Yahushai, Bashim, Rakakodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone that do rule and teach well in this tabernacle of David. Peace, love, and salutation to the hopeful elect that is out there pushing this truth in all sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth, giving diligence to make their calling of election sure. Shalom. Look at the time. It's beautiful. All right. Shalom. This is your brother, Salakia, your brother, Hasha from the Great Millstone Savannah Camp, coming back in the spirit with another lesson. Lord willing, I pray and hope that it is edifying and exhorting. All right. And I want to get a couple precepts concerning the matter of free speech. I know numerous brothers have been doing videos on this week. All right, but it's a topic that cannot be ignored. All right, we are closer than ever, all right, to biblical prophecy being fulfilled. We know that in order for us to reach the kingdom, all right, there must be much tribulation, all right, upon those that believe on the name of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, whom the world ignorantly calls God, all right, and Jesus Christ, okay, and as you can see, the U.S. government, all right, is preparing bills, all right, that infringe on your freedom of speech, okay. As the article reads, it says Republicans voting for bill that could make Bible illegal. Outrageous MAGA, all right. And I'm going to read a little bit of this. It says MAGA conservatives voiced outrage at congressional Republicans voting for the Anti-Semitism Awareness Act over concerns it may make the Bible illegal, all right. And what's going on is, Esau Edom, the so-called white man, according to the scriptures, according to the Bible, all right, is using these protests that are going on at these colleges, all right, which is his slogan, order out of chaos, which means out of chaos, order, or order out of chaos, okay. Basically where he brings the chaos, he creates the chaos, all right, through maybe a false ag, all right, a false FLAG, okay, or agent provocateurs, creating chaos, all right, and that's what's going on at these colleges all across America, all across the United States, all right. People are, so-called protesting the treatment of the Palestinian people over there in the land of Israel by, all right, this group that you're going to be outlawed to talk about, all right, that you're never, they're trying to pass a law, all right, that you won't be able to speak about these people in any way, all right, further proving the point that these are the people that are in control, all right, these are the people whose money, all right, whose face is on your money, okay, these are the people's who control your federal government, who you're paying your taxes to, you know, these are the people that control your education in your schools, all right, they control, your laws, your policies, they control the corporations, the businesses, all right, and they're making it illegal for you to point these things out, all right, and through them making, these types of bills and passing these types of bills, it's going to bring about the persecution of anyone who believes in the Bible or says that they believe in the Bible. All right, meaning you Christians too. All right, they're going to lump you all into one group. Okay, and the scripture speaks about this. All right, it speaks about how that they will make a man an offender for a word. All right, let's get it. All right. I'm gonna start at Isaiah 29 and verse 18. It says, "And in that day shall the deaf hear the words of the book, and the eyes of the blind shall see out of obscurity, and out of the darkness, and out of darkness." All right, and that's what's happening now. And this is what Esau, Edom, all right, is afraid of. All right, the blind and the deaf are starting to see and to hear. All right, and they're starting to understand the scriptures. All right, they're waking up to their true heritage. You know, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans are waking up to their true heritage. You know, their true biblical identity that was stolen and stripped from them during the time of slavery. All right, that the Lord, took from us as a punishment. All right, or judgment for disobedience. Okay, verse 19, it says, "The meek also shall increase their joy in the Lord, and the poor among men shall rejoice in the Holy One of Israel." And that's what's taking place. All right, we are increasing. All right, this thing of ours is true, is growing. All right, and it's alarming to the powers that be. Okay, and then you had a couple, maybe like a year or two ago, you had the councilwoman. She spoke at that she spoke at that panel or whatever, and it was a ish woman. Okay, a small hatter, a 1948, and she said the young Negro men are the biggest threat to the state of Israel. Why did she say that? Because we're waking up. All right, we are waking up to the truth, to our true heritage. All right, and this is what white supremacy. This is what it fears. All right, the so-called white supremacy. They are afraid of you, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, waking up to who you really are. All right, and calling on the true names, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. All right, because there's power in those names. All right, and through that, our Lord Yahweh Shai, which means He delivers, He saves. All right, is gonna come. All right, and He's gonna destroy America. You know, this place is gonna be destroyed ultimately by thermonuclear missiles, and there's going to be a great salvation, okay, of the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans that believe on that name. All right, verse 20, it says, "For the terrible one is brought to naught, and the scorner is consumed, and all that watch for iniquity are cut off." Yeah, and that's what they're afraid of. It says that making a man an offender for a word, and lay a snare for him that reproveth in the gates, and turn aside the just for a thing of naught. All right, and this is what's about to happen. You're about to be an offender for a word. All right, just for speaking the truth. Okay, just for speaking the truth, man. All right, let's get that. Maybe I can find it. Truth, failing. Yep. This is Isaiah Isaiah 59 and 14. It says, "And judgment is turned away backwards, and judgment and justice standeth afar off. For truth is fallen in the streets, and equity cannot enter. Yeah, truth faileth, and he that departeth from evil maketh himself a prey. And the Lord saw it, and it displeased him that there was no judgment." All right, hey, and the Lord is gonna, He's not gonna hold His tongue forever as touching you Edomites' wickedness, you so-called white people, man. All right, for passing, legislation. That's why the scripture says, "What hast thou to do with my laws and my statutes?" See if I can get that. Yeah, this is Psalms chapter 50, um, in verse 16 it says, "But unto the wicked the Most High saith, What hast thou to do to declare my statutes, or what, or or that thou shouldest take my covenant in thy mouth, seeing thou hatest instruction and casteth my words behind thee." All right, and this is a supposed to be a God fearing, one nation under God. All right, indivisible with liberty and justice for all. All right, but uh, 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 this is turning out to be a very hypocritical statement. All right, if you are outlining certain speeches and certain things that you can't say about a certain group of people. All right, and where was this legislation during the 50s and 60s, or during the 400 years that the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans was a byword and a proverb here here. Okay, we've been the N word, we've been porch monkeys, and spics, and all kind of derogatory terms. There's never been any legislation to protect us, you know, and then they're lumping legislation like this to be added into the civil rights acts and whatnot, trying to lump them in with us. All right, but you know, we know who you are. All right, we know who you are, and you know who you are. And the world is finding out who you are, and that's why you want to, ban this. You want to get rid of TikTok. Because you can't censor this information that's coming out about you. All right, all on your other platforms, you can ban these things. All right, and Esau is, ultimately he wants to set up a social credit system. All right, where if you say certain things on these apps, all right, your credit score drops. All right, and we know that credit score is, really how you operate in this society. All right, without credit, you know, and we've seen these type of things happen. We've seen bank accounts get frozen. The truckers in Canada, okay, you got Kanye West. You had you know DJ Trump get his certain of bank accounts frozen. All right, this is the dragon. All right, which is the beast. Salakia, the beast speaking as a dragon, speaking as a those draconian measures that are about to come forth. Okay, and ultimately this is going to bring about what? The famine of the word. All right, let's get that. Amos the 8th chapter. It's Amos chapter 8 and verse 11. It says, "Behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that I will send a famine in a land, not a famine of bread, nor a thirst for water, but of hearing the words of the Lord." So it's not going to be your typical famine, though these things are going to be taking place. All right, the Lord said, "I'm not going to bring a famine of bread or water." This is going to be a different type of famine. All right, and this famine is going to be of hearing the word of the Most High, hearing the truth. All right, and like we say, man, the legislation is only further proving, all right, who's who. Okay, and really, you devils are in a trick bag. All right, because the Lord already told us you were coming. The Lord told us that we were going to be persecuted. There was going to be insurrection on those that fear the Lord. All right, you're only fulfilling biblical prophecy. All right, if you outlaw the scriptures, we're just going to get off the highways and byways, and guess what? We know that the Lord is on the way after that. World War III is still going to take place. All right, you're still going to come with the MOTB. Okay, you're still going to try to see hip these people up. And the Lord is going to deliver us. Verse 12, it says, and they shall wander from sea to sea, from the north even to the east. They shall run to and fro to seek the word of the Lord and shall not find it. Yeah, they're going to be running to their pastors. They're going to be running to these seminaries, and they're going to be running to these politicians, to these soothsayers, to these, whoever, these Ephi chiefs or whatever, you know. They're going to be, running to these tarot card readers, everything. They're going to be trying to seek the word of the Lord. They're going to be trying to know what's going on, why it's going on, why is it taking place, when will it end. They want to know these answers. They want to know these questions. They're going to be seeking the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of the scriptures, and they're not going to find it. Why? Because it's going to be off of the highways and byways. The Lord is going to hide his men. Okay? You know, let's get that. Cleave. Ezekiel chapter 3 and verse 24, it says, then the Spirit entered into me and set me upon my feet and spake with me and said unto me, go, shut thyself within thy house. Yeah, we're not going to be out on the highways and byways, because all type of things are going to be taking place in these streets. These protests, whatever is going on in the world, it's not going to get better. It's going to get worse. All right, the chaos, the violence. All right, everything is going to get worse. Okay, so the Lord said, hey, just stay in the crib today. Stay in the crib. Don't go out to the highways and byways. They're gonna take us off of YouTube. YouTube is gonna ban us. You know, they might just do away with YouTube altogether. We don't know. Okay. It says, but thou, O son of man, behold, they shall put bands upon thee and shall bind thee with them, and thou shalt not go out among them. It says, and I will make thy tongue to cleave to the roof of thy mouth, that thou shalt be dumb. Yeah, we're going to be quiet, silent. It says, and thou shalt not be to them a reprover, for this is a rebellious house. But when I speak with thee, I will open thy mouth, and thou shalt say unto them, thus saith the Lord power, he that heareth, let him hear, and he that forbeareth, let him forbear, for they are a rebellious house. And ultimately, all right, this famine of the word is coming, all right, to close the doors of mercy for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. The Lord is going to close that door, all right? As soon as the elect is sealed, when this word stops going out, we know that the elect is sealed. We know that the Lord is going to deliver certain of the 11th hour Israelites, okay? They're going to come into this thing at a time that's appointed unto them. All right, but then the Lord is going to shut the doors of mercy. He's going to close them up, to the rest of the world, to the rest of you people who we've been calling out. All right, the apostles and elders for 30 plus years. All right, with the truth. All right, and the elder Yashawamba, he brought this out. He said the truth that have been so long without fruit. Get it. Second Ezra chapter 6. Um, hmm, man, I'm just gonna get to the point. I'm gonna get to the point. It says, Second Ezra chapter 6 and verse 27. It says, "For evil shall be put out, and deceit shall be quenched. As for faith, it shall flourish, corruption shall be overcome. And the truth, all right, which they're trying to, they're trying to ban, they're trying to get the truth off of the internet. They're trying to get the truth, you know, off of the next generation, off of, really out of the earth. Okay. Why? To bring about the lie, the new world order. All right. It says, which have been so long without fruit shall be declared, and the truth is being declared, and deceit is being put out. All right. And because of this, Esau, Edom, the powers that be, these 1948ers, they have to put out their deception, their lies, all right, to stop this light from shining. Okay. And there's a famous quote, you know, within the brothers of GMS. All right, and I believe it was Apostle Gabar, or it might have been, someone else, but I heard Apostle Gabar say it first. All right, he said, in a world full of deceit, telling the truth is a revolutionary act. Okay, and this revolution, all right, is one that Esau Edom, is going to come down upon violently. All right, he's going to do everything in his power to stop it. Okay, but you cannot do anything against the truth but for the truth, man. So, with that, I want to end off by giving all the glory, infinite praise, and honor unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak Wadash. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace, love, and salutation out there to the hopeful elect that is out there pushing this truth in all sincerity throughout the four corners of the earth, giving diligence to make their calling and election sure. Shalom, Abba Vubal.